Hello everyone. This message is hit and I'm cooking Saturday. So I just want to talk about love. At the end of the day, everything stems from love. It's either lack of or showing too much love and not receiving it in return. But everything comes from love and God is love. So at the end of the day, we really have to understand how important it is to love on others, love ourselves, how when we don't get enough love, say as children, we give too much in return and not receive the love that we should because we don't have any boundaries of understanding that you should get love in return just as much as you give love. And also too, sometimes with not knowing how to receive love because you weren't given love, so you don't know how to receive it. So the main message of this video was about connecting to understanding that God is love, and showing love to people is in a multitude of ways. It could be in you listening to them, giving them the space to express themselves, being patient with them to work on themselves and do the work. That's showing love. Showing someone that I care about you, but I also know that you need to do the work. You need to work on yourself. You need to have more discipline. You need to cut back some of these bad habits. Also learning that, that is a form of unconditional love too, because while a person is working on themselves or you giving them space to work on themselves, it's not to say, oh yeah, I'm going to stop my life for you, but at the same time, I'm still giving you that space and that grace to work on yourself. But we can still be friends, maybe not at this moment, but when you do the work and we maybe see each other again, maybe in the future we can do that. Maybe we can learn how to reconnect on that energy, or maybe not. Maybe I was just to come into your life to show you that you need to learn how to love yourself. And do you know how to love? Do you know how to receive love? A lot of times I don't think we are taught how to receive love, and if you haven't experienced seeing love growing up, in your parents' relationships or how they have good friendships, things like that, you don't really know. You just go by what you know. So, let's give people grace, in our lives, but also understand that you setting strong boundaries is also showing love for yourself, and also for them too, so they can put in their work and do what they need to do, so they can meet you where you are. Because at the end of the day, everybody is working on themselves and doing the best they can do. But you have to sometimes cut people out of your life so you can continue to grow and show them like, I love you and I care about you, but I can't take this version of you with me where I'm going. If you're meant to be in my life, you'll do the work you need to do, and maybe I see you in the future, but where I'm going in my life, I can't have that type of energy around me, because it's just like rotten apples, that would stain my energy, that would drain the love that I'm trying to give to myself and to others, and that's the main thing. You can't change people. They have to do the work, and you setting strong boundaries, you telling them that you not allowing people to come into your space is showing them love. It's not hate. It's not being mean. It's not being evil. It's showing them you love yourself, and you know how to be loved, and you don't want anyone in your space that cannot show you that type of love in return. God is love. He forgives us every day for things that we do wrong, but He also makes us pay the price when we don't do things wrong. We have to pay those consequences. There's no, we have to pay the consequences. You do something wrong, you have to pay for that. That's just how it is. In some situations, it might be forever. In some, it may not. But it all depends on where you are and what you do in your life. You do the work. You love on yourself. You set the tone. You do right by people. Maybe you might be blessed with the opportunity to, see where that goes. Or this might just be what you needed to learn how to love yourself, so you can learn how to love others and learn how to receive love. Okay? So that was my message. It was just about receiving love and learning how to be loved and knowing that God is love, you know. Stop hating on each other. Stop judging each other. Stop, you know, trying to be in competition. Like, one thing about me, I've never been in competition with nobody. Nobody. I always be in competition with me. Because it's only me. I have to do the work. This is my life. This is my mind. This is my world, you know. And I do see people and things that I admire about them. They may motivate me, but do I say I want to be like them? No. It's nobody I want to be like. You know, I love who I am. I just want to be a better me. I just want to keep working on me to be my highest and my best self, and give myself love and grace to know that, okay, that didn't work out, but I can do better next time. You know, this is not working for me, or that person is not for me. That's okay. I know I'm going to still continue to show myself love and know my value and my worth, and keep pushing, moving forward. You know, it's so important, and you don't have to harbor on that. It's so important not to be attached to every single situation in your life. Some things are just here to push you in the right direction. You know, now if you don't make the right choice, well, it's a learning lesson. You may have went down the wrong direction, but that's a lesson that you needed to learn. You didn't get that out your system yet. You ain't learned yet. That's why you having to keep go over the same stuff over and over and over, or meeting the same people in different bodies, because you attract the energy that you are. So you have to identify this when you see people, like, wait a minute, I done been through this situation before. God took me through this before, and I healed from that. I'm not going down that road no more. I send you love and light and all of that, and I wish you the best, but either you come to me healed and doing and I've already done the work, or we can be able to grow together and continue to evolve and grow, but never get with anyone when you've done the work on yourself and you've healed and they haven't. You can't be of service to them. You can love them from afar, and you can give them grace by giving them time to work on themselves, but you must not attach to that type of energy, because it will drain the life out of you, and you are doing a disservice to yourself and to them if you allow that to happen. So continue to love yourself. God is love, and setting strong boundaries is love. Showing people how to love you is important. Learning how to receive love and give love is important. You know, I've met a lot of men that don't know how to receive love. They take it as a woman is being weak. But then when you cut them off, then all of a sudden you evil. But now they'll never be able to catch this vibe. It's over with. It's gone. It's too late. I showed you love. Now, you see, do what you're dealing with, and it ain't what you thought it was. You don't want over there, and that ain't nowhere near what you want, you know. But at the end of the day, you didn't know how to receive love, so you thought the material things was love, you know. Now you see, real love is not about material things. Real love is people that's gonna stick with you when they know you done been through hell or high water. They know you done had some bad things happen to your life, but they still love you, and they're still trying to stick with you, and they want to see you do the work and will be there with you. But when you don't want to do the work, they can't keep standing there and let you just stab them and say, this is just how I am. Like, no. If you love them, you leave them. Allow them to do the work on themselves. And if they don't do the work on themselves, then that's on them. But you love yourself enough to let them go. And that's just not relationships. That's, you know, that's business. That's whatever. You know what I mean? Like, everything is about, are you happy too? It's reciprocation in this situation. You know, you don't sacrifice your life for other people. You know, yes, for your children, you do things for your children. Yes, it's a balance with that too. But all in all, I'm not going to be in an abusive relationship just because I say, oh, this is my son's father, so I'm going to allow him to verbally abuse me, or, you know, whatever, physically abuse me. That's not love. That's when you have lack of love, because you don't love yourself to know that this is not love, and you should not be letting anyone hurt you or bring any type of harm to you. So it's just, everything to me stems from love, and either you have it or you have lack of love. That's why you don't know how to receive love. But when you do have love, it can be taken wrong from people, and they can look at you as if you're trying to be phony, or you're fake, or you're up to something, or you're trying to be sneaky. Is this really the real version of you? And sometimes it's draining. It's like, damn, I can't even just be myself. I'm not trying to scam or do nothing tricky, you know, but that's how people have misused love so much, where they thought people loved them and they took advantage of them. And now here you are coming into their life trying to be a light or be a positive version or just being yourself. And they take it as, oh, I can't trust this person because this is too good to be true. No, this is just a person that loves themselves and know how to love others and know how to receive love and give love. It's people out there. We here, you know. So I just want to build a community of people to understand it, like what love really is. Like it took me a while, okay? I had to learn. Okay, this is years of learning and experiences. I'm 48 years old. Like I didn't let stuff take me out. I have gone through horrible relationships. I have healed myself. I went through financial situations that could have took me out. I have went through sickness, things like that I've healed my body from the grace of God. Okay, let's start there. And that's the only way I made it. You know, I have a testimony that's out of this world, but I just know it all comes from love, you know, and me having love and faith in God, and me loving myself, and me having trust in my intuition, and just knowing that I have to speak love into myself every day. I have to say I love myself. You know, I have to speak life into myself, and that's showing love. Okay, so I just want to tell you all, you know, everything stems from love. And when you get in a situation, take some time and think about where is this coming from, you know, or if you're in an argument with a loved one or somebody that you're meeting, you know, think about, is this situation, are they showing me love? Is this coming from a place of love, or is this coming from a place of hate before you respond or before you react? You know, I'm in a space where now, like, I'd rather not say anything to you unless I have something good to say. You know, or if I've said what I needed to say, but after that, I'm pretty much done. I'm not going to keep talking to you anymore. Once I see you haven't shown me the love that I feel like I need to receive, it's flatline. It's nothing else to talk about. Either you figure it out, or there is no love, you know. And I keep my love for myself, and I continue to love on me and be happy. Okay, so I just want to give you all this message because it was on my heart. I can't even finish cooking, so I had to stop what I was doing to give you all this message. Love each other in 2026. Show love to yourself. You know, understand that a lot of things that people are going through is from lack of love, or not, you know, or scared to show love. Give them grace, but also, you know, always come from a place of love, regardless of what they think or how they feel. You come from a place of love, and everything will work out, and God is love. So continue to, you know, be kind, continue, not nice, but kind to people, because sometimes nice gets you taken advantage of, but being kind is a different type of attitude when you approach situations. That lets people know, I can do things for you, but don't take advantage, you know, of my kindness. So I just want to say, I send nothing but love and light to all of you out there. I pray this message bless you. I pray that you continue to love yourself. I pray that you go out and love others, you know, just be kind and just be happy and have an attitude of gratitude every single day. Wake up talking to yourself, saying how much you love yourself, how much you are grateful for your home, how much you are grateful to have a car to get what you need around, how grateful you are to have money to eat and do all the things you need to do, how grateful you are to have good health. And be able to have a good state of mind. Some people are completely losing their mind. Some people are having terminal illnesses. There's all type of things going on in this world right now. And just stay in a constant state of being in gratitude and happiness and love and kindness. Just because the world is messy and stuff that's going on around you does not mean you have to feel and reflect that. Everything I went through, I did not let it affect who I am and how I feel on the inside. That's why I'm still sitting here today. Had I done that, I wouldn't be sitting right here right now. I don't let nothing break me. So I just want to send y'all this message. And the reason why nothing will break me is because of love. The love that I have for myself, you know, and the love I have for others, you know. So that is my superpower. It's love. It's God, you know, loving myself, loving on God, God loving on me, knowing that God wouldn't put me through all of this stuff if he didn't love me, you know. So this is what it's about, you know. And once you really understand, like, dang, all of this really comes from that. All that PTSD, all that childhood trauma, all that came from lack of love, or from your parents not knowing how to love, or you didn't even know what love looked like because you never experienced it. You know what I mean? So I went through a lot of that. I have had family members that was on drugs and alcoholics and all of that. I grew up in a different type of environment. I am nowhere near reflecting the environment that I grew up in, you know, but I also understand that they did the best that they could do from the love that they see and how they had to function. And so it all just came together like everybody is doing their best they can do. So forgive people, give them grace, send them love and light, and let them do the work. And when they show you that they have done the work and they can be able to love you in that capacity, then you can allow them in your space. You know what I'm saying? But until they keep you a safe space, keep you a place to keeping your peace and protecting your peace at all times, so you can continue to love on yourself and not allow others to drain you, okay? Because these rotten apples out here, they don't know no better. They don't know no better. They see your light and they just like, save me, help me. But ain't no saving, ain't no helping until you decide to do the work. I can lead you to the water, but I can't make you drink it, okay? And that's what it's about. You continue to be an example, continue to love on yourself, and God will continue to watch over you and bless you and protect you. But every day speak life into yourself, look in that mirror and love on you. And I promise you, you will feel instant gratification. You will feel good. Your spirits will be lifted, okay? That is the best drug, is talking to yourself and speaking life into yourself and loving on yourself all the time, all day, every day. And watch how your life turns around, okay? So, again, I'm sending y'all love and light, cutting this message short so I can eat my food. But I love you all. I pray you have a beautiful and blessed day, and peace.